Good evening and welcome to Polk County Early College's Class of 2025 graduation. My name is Bailey Alvarado. You can please be seated. I would like to give a special welcome to the Polk County Board of Education, our county commissioners, and our special guests from Isothermal Community College. I'd also like to thank our faculty, staff, and family members for all of your hard support and work. We appreciate all of your effort to get us to this point. Congratulations to our graduation of 2025. I will now turn it over to Wyatt McCraw to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States of America. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for Miss Leah Foster to perform our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see the dawn's early light? What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Please be seated.
Good evening. I am Sydney Waldman, and I had the pleasure of serving as Polk County Early College's college advisor this school year. We are so proud of all of our seniors, and I am so honored to announce a few of our 2025 scholarship winners. Graduates, as I say your name, please stand at your seat. The Ann L. Turner and Jeffrey M. Tennant Foundation Scholarship is awarded to a student in the top 10% of their graduating class who exemplifies strong character and academic promise. The 2025 recipient of the Ann L. Turner and Jeffrey M. Tennant Foundation Scholarship is Madison Sparks Trumbull. Congratulations. The Stuart and Margaret L. Forbes Foundation Scholarship is awarded to a student who excels academically, demonstrates a passion for school involvement, and desires to further their educational studies. The 2025 recipient of the Stuart and Margaret L. Forbes Foundation Scholarship is Madison Sparks Trumbull. Congratulations. The Kiwanis Club of Tryon Scholarship is awarded to high-achieving students who who are members of the Polk County Early College Key Club, a student-led service organization. The 2025 recipients of the Kiwanis Club of Tryon Scholarship are Susan Anderson and Madison Sparks Trumbull. Congratulations. The Rotary Club of Tryon Scholarship was awarded to a student who showed high ethical standards and acts of service within their community. This student has an advanced level of goodwill and international understanding, which will help them succeed as they pursue their higher education. The 2025 recipient of the Rotary Club of Tryon Scholarship is Kevin Chavez Bautista. Congratulations. The MTC Federal Credit Union awards scholarships to selected members working towards an undergraduate degree. They select students that are involved in school and community activities while maintaining high academic achievement. The 2025 recipient of the MTC Federal Scholarship is Susan Anderson. Congratulations. The Western North Carolina Community Foundation awards scholarships to students in the 18 westernmost counties in North Carolina based on academic merit, school and community involvement, and moral character. The 2025 recipient of the Western North Carolina Community Foundation Regional Scholarship is Kevin Chavez Bautista. Congratulations. Before I exit the stage, I would like to say congratulations and offer a bit of wisdom to our scholarship recipients and early college graduates. I have been very fortunate to get to know each and every one of you this year, and I have no doubt that you are capable of great things. As someone who graduated from the Polk County school system not too long ago, I want to leave you with this. Wherever life takes you and however bold your ambitions become, know that your Polk County roots will always be a source of strength and support. We are so proud of you. Now, I would like to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Todd Murphy, who will be announcing the Polk County Community Foundation scholarships.
Good evening. First of all, I'd like to congratulate all of our graduates on stage tonight. We're so very proud of all of you. It is my pleasure to be here on behalf of the Polk County Community Foundation. Polk County Community Foundation scholarships begin with the passion of donors who have created and contributed to a variety of funds. Awards are given on a competitive basis to students who wish to continue their education or training at an accredited nonprofit college, university, technical, or vocational institution. Scholarships are awarded in a competitive application process by our scholarship committee in accordance with each donor's criteria. This year, the Community Foundation scholarships have awarded over $26,000 in scholarships. Also, every student who applied for a scholarship was awarded one. Recipients, when I call your name, please stand. Bailey Alvarado. Bailey has been awarded the Bradley Puddin Hill Award. Thank you. Susan Anderson. Susan has been awarded the Arthur M. Nelson Scholarship. Lily Ayers. Lily has been awarded the Nathaniel M. and Constance J. McIntyre Memorial Scholarship. Mackenzie Carroll. Mackenzie has been awarded the Bradley Puddinhill Award. Kevin Chavez Batista. Kevin has been awarded 2 scholarships. First, the Priscilla and Ellis D. Slater Merit Scholarship and the Tryon Youth Center Scholarship. Dominic Painter. Dominic has been awarded the J. Harwood Cochran Educational Award. Madison Sparks Trumbull. Madison has been awarded the Nathaniel M. and Constance J. McIntyre Memorial Scholarship. Maya Wallen. Maya has been awarded the Bradley Puddinhill Award. Again, congratulations to all our graduates.
Good evening. I am Susan Anderson, and I would like to say hello, fellow graduates, faculty, family, and friends. When I began working on this speech, I found myself stuck. How could I possibly sum up all of the remarkable years of schooling that I've shared with these incredible people that I now call my family? After much thought, I kept coming back to one word, one that I believe best described not only my graduating class, but this community as a whole, especially in the recent years. Resilience. Anyone that knows me knows that I love a good dictionary definition. According to Oxford Languages, resilience is the capacity to withstand or to recover quickly from difficulties. It's a toughness. I can't think of a better word to capture the heart and the spirit of this remarkable class that I've had the privilege to be a part of. It's no secret that the last several years have brought challenge after challenge. From the abrupt end of our 7th and 8th grade years due to COVID-19, to the devastation caused by Hurricane Helene, to personal battles many of us have faced quietly, these have not been easy times. And yet through all of this, we did not fall apart. We came together. We rebuilt, not just ourselves, but our community. I have watched and had the honor to be a part of a class that returned to school after over a year away from classrooms. We were determined to catch up, to learn what we'd missed, even when we still had to quarantine at times. Then came the hurricane, and once again, this class rose to the challenge. We didn't just return to our studies, we stepped up to support our community in its time of need. And even that wasn't the end of the trials we would face. Wildfires forced some of us to evacuate our homes. College application season brought rejection letters and difficult choices. But we kept going, we kept pushing forward, even when our paths took unexpected turns. These years have tested us in ways none of us could have imagined, but time and time again, we've proven just how resilient we are. We've shown a strength that may not always be visible at first glance, but is unshakable once seen. I have no doubt that there will be more moments in life that test our resilience. And when they come, I hope you remember this. You have already faced great challenges and overcome them. You have already proven your ability to withstand, to recover, and to rise. So as we begin this next chapter, I encourage you to carry your resilience with you. Let it remind you of who you are, what you've overcome, and what you're capable of. Because no matter where life takes you, that strength, the one you've already shown, is yours to keep.
Hello, my name is Dominic Painter. Good evening, everyone, families, friends, faculty, and the class of 2025. Before I say anything else, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here to celebrate this moment with us. Thank you to the teachers who challenged us, to the families who supported us, and to the classmates who laughed, cried, and occasionally crammed for exams with us. We wouldn't be here without you. When I first came to the Polk County Early College, I didn't know what to expect. I recognized a few faces from middle and elementary school, but I felt like a stranger in a strange place. In fact, I'll admit, I wanted to leave within the first 2 weeks. I questioned if this was the right place for me. But I stayed. And now standing here today, I can say without a doubt that it was one of the best decisions I have ever made. Like many of you, I came here for the opportunity to earn both a high school diploma and an associate's degree. But I never expected what I would actually leave with: a sense of belonging, lifelong friendships, and a community that shaped who I am. Throughout these 4 years, we've laughed together, stressed together, procrastinated together, and somehow survived exams, hurricanes, COVID, and everything in between. I've laughed more here than probably anywhere else in my life. And while I'm pretty sure Mr. Roberts made it his personal mission to roast me every chance he got, it's one of the things I will miss the most. Our class is made up of all kinds of people, different backgrounds, personalities, strengths, and character, but that's what made it work. That's what made it special. We didn't just exist with one another, we contributed. Each of us brought something that helped build the community we're now so proud of. There's a quote I've heard many times before, so many that I didn't think much of it at first. But as I reflect on these past 4 years, it finally makes sense to me. Don't waste your time chasing butterflies, mend your garden, and the butterflies will come. To me, this quote by Mario Quintana isn't just about the gardens or the butterflies. It's about focusing on what really matters. We didn't chase popularity or perfection, we focused on building something real. Friendships, trust, and character. We supported each other, we showed up when it counted, and in doing that, the butterflies, those unexpected moments of joy, growth, and meaning, found us. As we prepare to take our next steps, whether it's college or career, the military, or the unknown, I hope we don't forget what made this class so great. Our determination, our humor, our unity, even when things were hard. We are not just graduates. We are a collection of individuals who made each other stronger. We didn't just grow up here, we grew together. And that's something no diploma can measure. So class of 2025, don't be afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid to start over. And never underestimate the power of showing up, being kind, and staying true to yourself. Because the world doesn't need us to be perfect. It needs us to be real. And if there's one thing I know for sure, it's that this class is as real, as resilient, and as ready as they come. Congratulations, class of 2025. We made it, and this is only the beginning. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Kevin Chavez Bautista. Thank you to everybody who has come here today to celebrate this special moment with those of us here graduating. Before I begin, I'd like to ask everyone to please give another round of applause to my fellow graduates on the stage here with me. I truly could not be where I am today without them and their support. Each person here has played a part in making these past 4 years unforgettable, and I carry a piece of every one of them with me. This moment isn't just about diplomas or academic success. It's also about the relationships, the growth, and the journey we've shared as a small but close-knit group. Today is more than a ceremony. It's a tribute to the strangers who became friends and the friends who became a family. Together, we've built something strong through quiet resilience, shared laughter, and constant support. Tonight, we close a chapter we wrote together, a chapter that is part of a story full of lessons, memories, and more heart than I could ever imagine. When I first enrolled in the early college, I didn't fully understand what I was stepping into. My goal was simple: earn my high school diploma, get my associate's degree, and move on as quickly as possible. During my freshman year, I often questioned whether I made the right choice, especially since none of my old friends were here with me. But over time, I realized that what I gained was far greater than what I thought was missing. I didn't just find classmates. I found the kind of friends you don't just make, but instead keep forever. This school holds some of the most meaningful memories of my life, from early mornings filled with tired laughter to late nights spent stressing over exams. We've all experienced those moments together. And strangely enough, the memories that stand out the most aren't tied to schoolwork. They're the little things that carried us through the day. Talking about how stressful our jobs were, decorating each other's desks with sticky notes or drawings, and celebrating birthdays like we were one big family. Without even realizing it, we weren't just building academic success. We were building friendships, support systems, and a shared sense of belonging. Now, standing on this stage today, it's hard to not feel everything at once. Emotions like pride, joy, sadness, and excitement. After 4 years of shared experiences, it's strange how difficult it suddenly feels to let go. What once felt like a routine, from walking into class and exchanging quick greetings to even joking between lessons, now feels irreplaceable. Graduation isn't just the end of school, but it's the end of those small, everyday moments that quietly meant everything to us. We've built something here that's hard to put into words, a sense of comfort, connection, and understanding that only comes from growing up together. And even though that we've counted down the days, hours, and minutes to this moment, now that it's here, part of me just wants to hit the pause button. Still, I know life doesn't slow down for anyone. So as we move forward, I hope we carry these special moments with us, not just as memories, but as a reminder of who we've become and the people who've helped us get to where we are today. As we prepare to go our separate ways, there's a strange mixture of uncertainty and hope in the air. Some of us know exactly what comes next, while others are still trying to figure it out, and that's okay. Life will always surprise us, but no matter where it takes us, I truly believe each of us is capable of creating something meaningful. We've already shown our strength just by making it this far, and that strength will carry us into whatever comes next. I hope that each of us finds success, not only in our careers, but in our happiness. As we chase what sets our hearts on fire, I hope that we never forget the people who stood beside us during the most challenging and rewarding moments. The road ahead is wide open, and even if we walk different paths, the bond we built here will always connect us. More than anything, I hope the love, support, and laughter we've shared continue to guide us and remind us where our story began. Because no matter how far we go, this place and the people in it will always be part of who we are. As our high school lives come to an end, I wish to say how truly grateful I am, not just for the education that I've received, but for the people I've met along the way. Choosing to become an early college student was one of the best decisions I've ever made. It gave me more than a diploma and an associate's degree. It gave me irreplaceable memories and a friendship that I'll carry forever deep in my soul. As we move forward, I hope we all remember to be strong and courageous, even when the future seems uncertain. Whatever we do next, we do it with all our heart, and to never be afraid to let our light shine. Most importantly, to have everything we do be done in love. We enter here as strangers, and we leave here as family. And wherever life takes us, may the memories we've made here guide us forward with strength, purpose, and love. Thank you for walking with me on this journey of what life is all about.
It's a tough act to follow. My name is Mary Green. I have to adjust this a little bit, okay. And I'm director of Polk County Early College. It has been a tradition for about 15 years that we both praise and roast our seniors. So bear with me as they get a taste of what they've given to us the past 4 years. Good evening, everyone. I've been fortunate to spend your high school journey with each and every one of you. I know we are all eager to watch you begin your next chapter and see who you will become and what you will accomplish. This senior class is small but mighty. All 10 students have earned their associate's degree from Isothermal Community College and will graduate tomorrow morning. This class is a group of high flyers. The highest GPA in this class is tied by 2 students with 4.77. The lowest GPA in this class is 2.8. It is an impressive group. I wish you the best of luck as you transition into your next phase of life. Parents, thank you for sharing your children with us. They're all fantastic in their unique ways, and I hope that they'll stay in touch. Now it's time for us to celebrate each student with love, laughter, and good-natured Rose. Please note that all teachers at the early college, past and present, have contributed to this portion of the graduation. Okay, guys, you ready? Vayli Alvarado. Vayli, the nail tech extraordinaire with a heart of gold. I have the joy and the lingering scent of nail polish remover to talk about someone truly special. You can say they're the glue that holds the school together, or at least the acrylics. This student is not just our resident nail tech. They're an artist, a perfectionist, a walking, talking Pinterest board of beauty inspiration. They have an incredible talent for nail art and an eagle eye for detail and an uncanny ability to smell a fresh coat of polish from across the room. But their talents don't just stop at nails. Vayli does hair too. I speak from personal experience. Many times I've walked into work to see Miss Simo's hair freshly braided, courtesy of Vayli's nimble fingers and just a touch of bribery. Let's be honest, the braided pigtails may have been for the bribes, but the love was real. Beyond the polish and pigtails, this student has a heart of gold. She's kind to everyone, always listening, always caring, and it's no surprise she wants to be a counselor. Vayli cares deeply about others. She is always assisting and encouraging her classmates to do their best. She is a positive role model at the early college and loved by her teachers. We're lucky to know her and even more fortunate that she plans to continue working with students. We wish you all the best at UNC Asheville. Vayli, we will miss you. Susan Anderson, the quiet trio's plot twist and future lawyer extraordinaire. Okay, this was Mr. Roberts, the social studies teacher that taught them 3 years. I don't want to be punished for this. Let me tell you about someone who made one of the greatest high school plot twists Mr. Roberts ever witnessed. Freshman year, she was part of the legendary Quiet Trio. Her, Dom, and Kevin, they sat in class, all masked up, silently staring like a panel of emotionless judges. You couldn't tell if they were learning, plotting, or just deeply disappointed in their choice of courses. It was like teaching 3 pairs of mysterious eyeballs. But then, sophomore year, boom, she found her voice, and boy, did she use it. Suddenly, the quiet kid in the corner became large and in charge, and ready to argue anything with the confidence of someone preparing for a courtroom showdown. She wants to be a lawyer, and honestly, she's already halfway there. She will talk your leg off and then argue why you really didn't need the leg in the first place. Outside the classroom, she enjoys caring for horses and participates in English writing competitions. Susan enjoys helping younger students discover their passion for writing. She often assists in the barn, passing her knowledge to the new students. She's got opinions, but also has a heart of gold. Susan worked in the Polk County Schools after-school program for the past 3 years. Her patience and care for her students is undeniable. Her students love her, and she is such an asset to those young minds. She's smart, hardworking, fearless, and has come such a long way since that silent stare down in world history. I'm so proud of her, and I have no doubt that her future clients and opposing attorneys should be a little bit nervous. Susan will attend Roger Williams University in Rhode Island, where she will take her sidekick Otto, a rescue dog from our local humane society. Susan, we will miss you. Lily Ayers, the quiet mastermind who shines brightest. Let me tell you about a student who transferred here her sophomore year. Quiet, no friends, just trying to find her place. Fast forward 5 minutes. And suddenly she had a whole crew, a secret hangout spot in the outdoor classroom, and a very suspiciously good knowledge of how to stay after school unnoticed. Now, don't let the quiet demeanor fool you. Beneath the calm surface lies a mastermind of mischievous. I still have questions about how the mysterious elf on the shelf that started appearing around the building. Coincidence? I don't think so. She's full of smiles, laughs, and giggles that immediately make you suspicious that something is up. But when she spoke in class, those rare moments when she had something to say, everyone stopped and listened. There's power in that kind of quiet confidence. Lily quickly adapted to the early college's academic environment, and her grade point continued to rise. Lily is a brilliant young woman. She's proof that sometimes the ones who sneak around after school are also the ones who shine the brightest when it counts. Lily plans to attend UNC Asheville and major in biology. Lily, we will miss you. Mackenzie Carroll. The quiet ones always surprise you. It's my great honor to stand here today and speak about a student who has taught me just as much over the past few years as I've tried to teach her. Now, if you met her in the hallway, you might assume she was the quiet type. At first, she was observant, thoughtful, never the one to jump into the spotlight, but don't let that demeanor fool you. Because once she found something that mattered to her, be it fairness, integrity, the well-being of a friend, you saw a completely different side. Fierce, passionate, and unafraid to speak her mind. She's one of the most stubborn students I've ever worked with, and I say that as a compliment. She didn't back down easily, especially when she was convinced her position was correct. Whether it was defending a friend, challenging a rule, or gently reminding a teacher that maybe the homework was a bit excessive, her sense of conviction never wavered. She shares a bond with her best friend Bailey that's as solid as it is hilarious to watch. Where there's one, you will find the other, usually trying to bend a dress code rule with just enough charm to make you let it slide. And then there's Vincent, her dog, who, though he never attended class, may be one of our most loved students in the school community. We've heard enough stories about him that we feel like we should give him an honorary diploma. Above all, she's funny, sometimes quietly, sometimes boldly, but always with heart. She's more clever than she gives herself credit for, and I watched her grow, not just in knowledge, but in confidence. She still waits until the last minute to submit an assignment, but she gets it done. She loves her friends, her dog, and her family deeply. It shows in everything she does. Her family is her focus, her loving grandparents, her sweet sister, and then there's Grandma Nancy. Grandma Nancy and I have built a very close relationship over the past 4 years, and I'll miss you too. Mackenzie, thank you for the lessons you gave me, for the laughs, the challenges, the reminders that the students who sit quietly in the back row often have the most to say. I'll miss the way you kept us all on our toes, and I hope wherever life takes you next, you bring that same stubborn, passionate, funny spirit. Just maybe follow the dress code a little more. Or don't. You'll probably make your own rules anyway. Mackenzie will be attending UNC Asheville, majoring in biology. Mackenzie, we will miss you. Kevin Chavez Bautista, the quietly hilarious gym rat and getaway driver extraordinaire. Let's start with his dry sense of humor and his completely deadpan reaction to the nonsense Mr. Roberts used to throw at him and Dom in class. Mr. Roberts lived for saying something ridiculous just to see the slightest eyebrow twitch. Honestly, it became his personal mission. In civics, whenever they talked about criminal justice, somehow Kevin always ended up as Dom's getaway driver. In examples, Dom robs a Wolverine pizza, and Kevin's waiting outside in a suspiciously well-tamed, maintained Prius. It's classic. When he was a freshman, Mr. Roberts kept forgetting his name, something he found both hilarious and mildly infuriating, but he never let Mr. Roberts forget it after that. And now Kevin's grown into someone who can outwork just about anybody. Determined, absolutely. Pesky, only in the most lovable way. I'll follow up 5 times and then send a Google Doc kind of way. He's a full-blown gym rat. While most of us are choosing between a nap or a snack, Kevin's already mid-set and mentally organizing his calendar. He's also a tutor extraordinaire. Need help? Kevin's your guy, with less attitude than the textbook and probably better handwriting. From volunteering at higher academia as a freshman to working at Trine Elementary after school, he's been giving back since day one. He's dependable, self-motivated, and has a sixth sense for when something is even slightly out of order. If you need it fixed, filed, or alphabetized, Kevin's already done it. He's sharp, kind, low-key hilarious, and impossible not to respect. Kevin, we're proud of you. And Dom still owes you gas money for the pizza heist. Kevin plans to attend Appalachian State University and major in business, innovation, and entrepreneurship. Kevin, we will miss you. Wyatt McCraw, the percussion saint of the band room. Let's take a moment to recognize someone truly special, a student whose heart is bigger than the bass drum, whose kindness is unmatched, and whose memory for deadlines, well, let's just say that's on permanent vacation. I'm talking, of course, about our very own Pied Piper of the freshman band students. Somehow, without even trying, he managed to develop a loyal following of freshmen who would trail behind him like ducklings, because let's be honest, who would want to follow someone who radiates kindness, calm, and absolute zero concept of when assignments are due? Now, we're not going to distract from his talents. The student is a phenomenal percussionist. Seriously, he could make a triangle solo sound like a Grammy-worthy performance. Given him a snare, a set of tenors, or a suspiciously creaky bass drum, and he'll make music that moves you. Give him a calendar with due dates, and however, he'll misplace it forever. And yet, if there was a mountain of work that needed to be done, he's the first one to volunteer, before you can even ask him. Setting up chairs, hauling gear, staying late after rehearsal. He did it all. No complaints, no drama. If helping the band were an Olympic sports, this guy would have more gold medals than he has completed homework assignments. He's respectful to every adult, generous to a fault, and I've never once heard him argue, raise his voice, or even disagree unless you try to claim cymbals aren't cool. And I'm not sure what music they were playing today in the school. Honestly, if someone needed help, whether with their music, their locker, or their life, he'd give them the shirt off his back, probably while asking if they also need any help carrying anything. So here's to the kind soul, the rhythm master, the deadline dodger turned selfless volunteer of the year. May your future be full of joy, success, and digital reminders for every due date. Wyatt plans to continue his education and become a firefighter. Wyatt, we'll miss you. Okay, Duckling, sit down. Dominic Painter, surgeon, scholar, softy. Ladies and gentlemen, today I have the pleasure of talking about a student who has set the bar in so many areas that we are honestly thinking of renaming the bar Dom. Dom is without a doubt the most kind, compassionate, empathetic, caring student you could ever hope to meet. And I mean it. This isn't just a teacher exaggeration. If kindness was a currency, Dom could bail out the entire economy and still have enough left over to buy snacks for everyone in the room. Now let's talk academics. Dom's math skills, phenomenal. He doesn't just solve problems, he reinterprets them. He looks at an equation and says, sure, I'll find X, but while I'm at it, let me develop a deeper physiological understanding of his journey. He's also a wonderful writer. I've said it once and I'll say it again. This kid should be an English major. He writes with insight, wit, and clarity, which is really just another way of saying Dom can do everything and make it look easy. But Dom isn't just smart. He's also got a heart the size of a tuba case. He's a patient, gentle giant with the little kids that he worked with after school. Watching him work with them was like watching a teddy bear teach quantum physics. Unexpectedly effective and incredibly wholesome. Now, Dom has a great sense of humor. He can give a joke, take a joke, and then counter with something even funnier. And speaking of jokes, let's talk about the mask. Remember when masks became optional? Most people either wore them or didn't. But no, not Dom. Oh no, he chose the chin mask. He sat in class looking like a surgeon who just walked out of the OR and said, I'm just here to grade some derivatives. It made no medical or practical sense, but somehow it was very Dom. Quirky, endearing, committed to the bit. In short, Dom is one of those rare students who makes a lasting impression, not because he's loud or flashy, but because he's genuine. The kind of student you remember not just for their achievements, but for the way they made you feel, respected, valued, and probably a little smarter from just being around them. Dom, you've made our classroom better, our school better, and honestly, the world better by just being in it. Thank you for being the scholar, the writer, the gentle giant, and yes, the chin-wearing mask legend that you are. Dom has 2 plans for graduation. He hasn't decided yet. Plan 1. Dom is planning to attend North Carolina State University, majoring in computer engineering and business administration. Plan 2. Dom is planning to attend UNC Chapel Hill on the Chancellor's Scholarship and majoring in computer engineering and business administration. Dom, we will miss you. Nayeli Ramirez Bautista, the social media master. Today, I'm honored to speak about Nayeli, a student who's been quietly yet powerfully making her mark. If you've ever seen her in the hallway, you might notice her phone in her hand. Always, at this point, I might think it's permanently attached. She could probably solve a Rubik's Cube with one hand while scrolling through with the other. But what you might see at first glance is everything she carries with her. Quiet strength, creativity, focus, and heart. Nayeli is what I like to call a modern-day heartbreaker. Not in the usual sense, but in how she captures people's attention without trying. With her sense of style, calm confidence, and dry razor-sharp wit, she can leave a room laughing or speechless with just one perfectly timed comment. Beyond the scrolls and sass is someone who works hard, really hard. Over these last 4 years, Nayeli has grown into someone who doesn't just dream. She shows up, puts in the effort, and she gets things done. Quietly, consistently, and without asking for applause. She is one of the most determined and disciplined students I've had the privilege to watch grow. When she commits to something, she follows through with thoughtfulness, focus, and care. And speaking of care, Nayeli is considering a career in nursing. And honestly, I can't think of a more perfect fit, because nursing isn't just about skill and knowledge. It's about empathy, grace under pressure, and a steady hand in the middle of chaos. She doesn't just help people, she sees them. And I have no doubt she's going to be a calm, compassionate force in the field that truly needs people like her. She's also a gifted artist, a quiet observer, and someone who brings beauty into the world, whether it's through her sketches, her designs, or her presence. Her creativity is effortless, her spirit grounded, and her future incredibly bright. So today we celebrate a milestone, and I want to thank you, Nayeli, for reminding us that leadership doesn't always need a microphone. Strength can be quiet, that success is often built in moments no one sees. Nayeli keeps saying she doesn't want to go to college. Well, Nayeli, you just earned your associate's degree, so congratulations. The future nurse, the quiet powerhouse, and the queen of grace under pressure, Nayeli. Nayeli, we will miss you. Madison Sparks Trumbull, the crochet queen, culinary creator, and spider savior. I have the pleasure of talking about a student who's basically a walking Pinterest board come to life, a student whose creativity knows no bounds, whose personality is absolutely infectious, and whose spirit is as vibrant as her hair colors. And let me tell you, those hair colors are a work of art. She's always got a smile on her face, no matter what. It's like she woke up every morning and thought, you know what the world needs today? More joy, more color, and maybe a new craft project. And with that, she would dive headfirst into whatever creative challenge came her way, whether it was crocheting jellyfish or making a prom outfit. She crocheted her prom dress. Yep, you heard that right. She made us all jellyfish, and she made her own prom dress. She is adorable, and we love her very much. Speaking of the crochet, if you ever needed to find Madison, all you had to do was follow the trail of yarn. She had that crochet needle in her hand like it was part of her DNA. I'm convinced she can make anything. If you ask her to crochet a sweater for a giraffe, she'd say, I got it covered, and in a few hours she'd be holding a perfectly crafted sweater. Her sense of style, eclectic. It's like she took a color wheel, fashion magazine, a whole lot of confidence, and just made them work. And yet, with all that flair, there's a kindness about her that shines even brighter. She's kind-hearted to people, animals, and creepy crawlies. I've seen her rescue many a spider from an untimely demise, especially when Miss Sima was lurking nearby with her infamous shoe. Don't worry, the spiders have a guardian angel. Now let's talk about her culinary adventures. Did you know that she and JC once hunted wild onions and then created a dish? I don't know what it was, but I knew it was probably as unique as her and as creative as everything she does. A cooking show featuring the two of them would probably be the next big hit on TV. Crafting, cooking, and crocheting with Madison. But beyond all of her creative talents, there's something that really stands out. It's her heart. She's willing to listen, never judgmental. And if you need someone to tell you the truth, she'll do it. And do it politely. The kind of person who can say, here's how it is, and still leave you feeling better about yourself. In short, she's one of those rare gems who brings color, creativity, kindness, and a whole lot of joy to everything she touches. And seriously, if you ever see her crocheting, just know it's a piece of art in the making. Madison plans to attend North Carolina State University and major in textile technology. Madison, we will miss you. Maya Wallen, the sweet, patient flute maestro with a heart of gold. We gather to talk about a student who, at first glance, may seem like a quiet, reserved type. But I'm here to tell you, beneath the calm demeanor, there's a whole lot more going on. Maya is sweet, patient, and possibly one of the most generous persons to ever walk the halls of our school. Maya is one of those rare souls who is always willing to help others, whether it's lending a hand to a classmate, giving time to work with younger kids, or simply offering a smile to brighten someone's day. If there were a Helper of the Year award, Maya would win it every year, hands down. She's that person who will ask, is there anything I can do to help? And she genuinely means it. Her kind heart and generosity don't stop there. No, Maya is also a flute virtuoso. You need someone to perform at a moment's notice? Maya's your girl. Maya, I've never seen someone so willing to share their talent and joy without hesitation. She'd play for the class, for a crowd, or just because that's who she is. Someone who shares joy without expecting anything in return. Now, as sweet as she is, don't let that fool you. Maya's got a little mischief in her when she's with her tribe. Yes, when her close friends surround her, you might see a different side of her. A side that's ready to laugh, be playful, and maybe, just maybe, get into a bit of trouble. But it's all in good fun, and you can bet her friends wouldn't have it any other way. Maya's got a heart of gold and worries about others above herself. And that's one of the most beautiful qualities about Maya. But don't let the quiet demeanor fool you. If you're talking about hospitality, Maya's got the path cleared ahead. You can bet she'll go far in her career, making people feel at home with the warmth and kindness that just radiates from her. And who knows, she might even help with a French phrase or two along the way, although she's more likely to ask if you're sure you had enough to eat. To sum it up, Maya's the kind of person we all wish we could be a little bit more like. Thoughtful, kind, and patient, and always willing to help. She's the quiet light that makes the world brighter, and the friend who will always be there when you need her most. Maya, our flute-playing, heart of gold hospitality superstar, who always knows how to make everyone feel like they belong. Maya will attend UNC Charlotte in the fall and plans to major in global studies. Maya, we'll miss you. Okay, guys, now it's time for the diplomas. Will you please stand?
I was strictly forbidden from doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway. As you can imagine, after 27, 28 years of marriage, it's extremely hard for me to find positive and kind things to say. But in all honesty, one of the reasons that Mary Green and I got together was because of our love and affinity for young people and the fact that education changed our lives for the better. And so I want to take just a moment and say on behalf of Polk County Schools and certainly everybody who's been in the early college, thank you to Mary Green. She has given her life to the early college. The last 15 years she has been Polk County Early College. And I think you can tell by her remarks about her students today how much she cares and how much she invests in them. And I want to say that I'm very proud of what you've been able to accomplish. And you ought to look at these wonderful young people as they go out into the world and know what a difference you've made for so many. Ms. Green, we love you and we thank you. Congratulations on your retirement. I will pay for that. At this time, it's my great pleasure to award the diplomas to the Polk County Early College graduating class of 2025. Vaylee Mackenzie Alvarado. Susan Marie Anderson. Lily Catherine Ayers. Caitlin Mackenzie Carroll. Kevin Chavez Bautista. Wyatt McKinley McCraw. Dominic Cruz Painter. Nayeli Ramirez Bautista. Madison Rose Sparks Trumbull. Maya Shadoan Wallen. This time it's my great pleasure to introduce the Polk County Board of Education Chair, Mr. Mike Ashworth, to confirm our graduates.
Before I confirm the graduates, I just want to take a minute to recognize a couple of people, actually. As you've already heard, Ms. Mary Green, our current director of the Polk County Early College, is retiring, but also her husband, Mr. Aaron Green, is our current superintendent of Polk County Public Schools. He is also retiring this year. So on behalf of the Polk County Board of Education, I would just like to say thank you to both of you for your loyalty, your dedication, and your support of these schools and this community for so long. If you would, folks, join me with a round of applause. And folks, I would be remiss if I did not take a minute to say what a privilege and an honor it is to represent the Polk County Board of Education here for graduation tonight. Thank you for letting me be here, guys. So based on your successful completion of all the requirements for the awarding of a North Carolina high school diploma and the recommendation of the faculty and administration of Polk County Early College, by the power vested in the Polk County Board of Education, I now declare each of you a graduate of Polk County Early College, class of 2025. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. You may now turn your tassels.